So I always forget to do these videos, and you all reminded me that you want to see the bestsellers. What are people buying? What is the best so-and-so? So yesterday I sat down, I looked at my analytics on Amazon, on Quince, on Loft, on all of these platforms, and I came up with a list of the best selling items for the past 30 days. This is going to get interesting. I always find this so fascinating to look at what you all are buying. I mean, of course, I love them, I have them, and I share them with you, but these are things that you're loving, things that you spend your money to buy, and I love just seeing it all in black and white. So links to everything will be down in the description box. If it is available for me to link through YouTube Shopping, I will do that, which means the icon for the items will show up either underneath this video or beside the video, depending on if you're watching me on your television, your tablet, your phone. It's a little bit different on each of those things. But let's just get right into it. And the number one best-selling item in the past 30 days was my Opalescence teeth whitening kit. And normally I get the kit just with the whitening trays, but when I did my recent order, I also got the sensitive tooth teeth whitening toothpaste. I use these pre-filled trays once a week to keep my teeth white. Now these are made of 15% peroxide. I keep them on my teeth 17 minutes. I have no sensitivity. And I was talking with my niece the other day who is a dental hygienist, and this is what she says they use in their dental practice. So this is fantastic stuff. It can be a little bit pricey. I understand that. A lot of times there will be a redemption or a coupon that you can clip and you order these on Amazon, but you do get 10 pre-filled trays, one for the upper teeth, one for the lower. It comes in a set. You can get it with the toothpaste or without. I think the stuff is fantastic. It is the best-selling, highest-rated teeth whitening kit that you can get for at home. It was made by a dentist. It is made in the United States. I think it's fabulous. Super simple to use as well, and the results are always fantastic. Number two on the list was my medical grade Manuka honey healing ointment. This is a non-antibacterial healing ointment that you can put on skin wounds, cuts, scrapes, blisters, nicks, all the stuff. We actually had to use this weekend. My son-in-law and my daughter were here visiting, and Lola, our Australian cattle dog, who is a herding dog, she's gotten really bad about when somebody goes out the front door, she wants to nip at your ankles. She did that to my son-in-law, and her tooth kind of scraped across the back of his ankle. He was bleeding just a little bit. We put Manuka honey on it, and he was totally fine by the next morning. So this stuff is fantastic. Honey has natural healing properties. It is great stuff. A little bit goes a long way. It is not colored. It just goes on clear like you were rubbing honey, but you don't want to use regular kitchen honey. That is not medical grade. This is made specifically for skin wounds, and it is Manuka honey. It's really great stuff. You all loved it. I always keep it in my house, and I'm glad you have it in your house now too. And this little pant set that I'm wearing right now made the top 3. And this is what I always find so fascinating. When I share fashion finds, I hope you love them, but everybody's body type is different. Everybody is looking for a different style of clothes. We all live in different climates, so when a clothing item makes the bestsellers list, I'm always thrilled. So this little set comes with a cap sleeve top and pants. And what makes it so unique is the pants itself. They have almost an inset pleat into the material. They are so soft, very stretchy. There's no pockets, there's no bulk. The top, you do not tuck it in, you leave it out. There's a little teeny slit on the side. You can dress these up, you can dress this down. You can wear it to a restaurant, you can wear it around the house. I have this set in several different colors. I actually got it last year and loved it so much that when the brand came out with new colors this year, I bought 2 new colors. I can wear this with Cork wedge heels that made the best sellers list. I'll show you those in just a second. You can wear it with little sandals. You can even put on sneakers. I guess that's why you all loved it, and it was number 3 for the entire month. So what was next? kitchen sponges of all things. And these don't have to be for kitchen. I actually used them in my bathroom the other day, but these are plant-based sponges. They're actually made out of coconut fibers. So you've got a kind of a rougher side, but it's non-abrasive, and then a cellulose sponge. We use these in the kitchen, all over the house. My daughter bought a new house. I shared this with you all, and I took all my cleaning supplies over. I took these coconut sponges, I call them, and we just cleaned away. And these are biodegradable, plant-based, like I said, non-scratch, odor-free, and made with natural fibers. So they're very eco-friendly. They're great for the planet. That's why I use them. And I don't want to introduce like chemicals into my kitchen. A lot of sponges are filled with chemicals, and that's a no-no. And when my oldest daughter was in from Milwaukee this past weekend, she was doing some dishes in the sink and pulled out these sponges and said, "Hey mom, I use these." I said, "I know you do. You're the one that told me about them." She said, "Oh yeah, that's right." And I've been using them ever since. I'm glad you love these because these are a great thing to have in your house. So the next thing on the best sellers list, actually I'm not surprised because it's a great little product, but I am surprised because I didn't know that you all would love it as much as I love it. So I shared with you all tick repellent stickers and mosquito repellent stickers. And it wasn't the tick repellent version that was the best seller, it was the mosquito version. And I don't actually have the mosquito version. I only had the tick because it never fails. My husband gets a tick on him and he's constantly being bit by mosquitoes. But when I saw that the mosquitoes sold better than the tick, I went back on Amazon. I ordered them yesterday. They'll be here today. And I wish I'd had them a couple weeks ago. Like, why didn't I just buy the mosquito repellent stickers? Because my husband was out in his father's garden picking tomatoes and got eaten up and is still scratching his legs today. These little stickers have plant-based repellent. It is not DEET. You do not put them on your skin. You put them on your clothes, and they use essential oils and plant-based repellents to keep the mosquitoes and the ticks away. An adult will use 4 stickers. A child will use 1 or 2. You can put them on the sleeve of a shirt, on your shoes, on the bottom of your pants, around your neck, but always on your clothes. And they're great because when you come back inside, you don't have to take a shower. You don't have chemicals on your skin. You just throw them away, and they have a very long shelf life. So if you don't use them all up this year, they are great for next year. I knew you all would love this next item as much as I do because it is one of my new favorite things. It is my Bellissima diffuser hair dryer. This thing is so good. I love the shape. It is so easy to use. It is super lightweight. I can dry my hair with both hands. I can dry upside down. It uses an Ionic function technology to lock the moisture in your hair. My gray hair can get super dry, and this hair dryer has made a world of difference. I love that it has punch buttons, kind of like a digital display, so I can see everything going on. I don't have the little knobs I have to push, and it is a diffuser. It is part of the hair dryer. That's all it is. So my old hair dryer had a diffuser attachment that was always falling off. I understand this hair dryer is an investment. It is on the expensive side, but it is so worth the money. And another little hair thing, it made the best sellers list, and it's my sleek stick, or slick stick, I call it. So this little stick rolls up almost like a mini deodorant, and it is a somewhat waxy stick that I use it when I pull my hair back in a ponytail. I will take this and run it over the little frizzy hairs over my ear, and it just kind of pins those frizzies down so they don't stick out like this, which is one of my biggest things I hate about pulling my hair back in a ponytail. Hairspray won't keep the frizzies down. I can use bobby pins, they still pop out, but the slick stick, one little swipe, use a little comb or brush to entwine the hairs in my hair, and it stays put all day long. It doesn't leave residue. It is not like a snotty feeling. It just kind of disappears into your hair and holds down the frizzies. This is not only for curly hair. Straight hair, wavy hair, anything. You can use this anywhere on your head if you have hair that you need to kind of tack down, which is me for sure. This has been a really great find. So I got some new sneakers the other day, and I shared this with you all one time for just a few seconds. And you all must have been looking for sneakers like I was looking for sneakers, because you bought these like crazy. And I have not even worn these yet. I have not gone anywhere. I told you all in my last video that my mother-in-law passed away, and we have been funeral and family gatherings, and I've been in dress shoes and all that sort of thing. So I'm going to be wearing these next week. I have a little out of town getaway. I'm going to do some shopping, and I'm going to be in my sneakers. So I bought two pairs of sneakers. They're from the same brand. They're the exact same sneaker other than color, and the gold ones have just a little fancier stripe than the black and tan, but I love them both. You all know I love gold shoes. Any time of year, if it's a gold shoe, count me in. So this little gold sneaker, is that not absolutely adorable? I can wear it now with shorts, with little matching set. Think dark denim in the fall. These are so, so cute. And then I just, of course, needed a black, a tan, a neutral. These will go with anything and everything. Joggers, leggings, jeans. If you're wearing a darker color, I have something else on the bestsellers list. It's a little black Henley cropped pant set for fall. These would be so perfect. The brand that makes these tennis shoes puts memory foam in the bottom, in the soles of all of their shoes. I love this brand. I actually have another pair of sneakers from them. These are definitely fashion sneakers, and none of these they're not sneakers you're going to put on and go on a walk. These are not workout sneakers. These are fashion sneakers. Sneakers to wear when you are clothed and you're going to be out doing things. But I bought the green pair of fashion sneakers last year. Absolutely loved them, and they come in so many different colors. There's like a deep maroony winey red that I think I'm gonna have to get, and these are very similar to these, sort of kinda a little bit different, but now I've got 3 pair of sneakers, and I think you all do too. So when the weather is decent and I can get outside and walk, I absolutely do. And most of the summer we have been walking in the morning and at night. If the weather's bad, I'm on my treadmill. So I'm always sharing with you my tennis shoes. These are my workout shoes. These are what I wear to walk and to exercise and to lift weights and all that stuff. I know you all love these because they make the bestsellers list always, always, and always. But I've been sharing with you this great color, this purpley, mauvey wine with these gold kind of peachy accents. This is my absolute favorite tennis shoe. They are so comfortable. They have great support, fantastic stability. They are nice and cushiony. They have a wide toe box, so my toes are never scrunched. They're super affordable. Better than any shoe that you're going to get at the mall, and those name brand shoes, these are so worth it. I have this style tennis shoe in every single color except for one. I think there's like a solid black. Rarely do I wear a solid black tennis shoe, but I know you all love these too, and they always, always make the bestsellers list. My new sheet set, which I just washed and put on my bed last night, made the list, and I knew it would. It's a fantastic sheet set. It's an 800 thread count cotton sateen sheet set. I just have it in a crisp solid white, comes in lots of different colors, but I have a very deep mattress, and this fitted sheet is for a deep mattress. It has the elasticy part that goes all the way around the fitted sheet, and it is lined with a strip of like sticky silicone. So when you put it over your mattress, it kind of grips the mattress and it stays put. And there is a tag on the head and the foot of the fitted sheet that tells you head and foot, so you always know how to put it on your mattress correctly. Don't you just hate that when you have sheets and you're turning and turning and you can never figure it out? Drives me nuts. These are great. So worth the money. So all week, because I've been at a funeral, I've been crying, I've been upset, I felt like I look like somebody hit me over the head. So I've been using my Caffeine collagen eye patches that I keep in the refrigerator. I've been putting them on in the morning. They're ice cold. They depuff. They smooth my face. I just think these are the coolest things. So inside of this little tub, it comes with a little picker tool, and these little patches are as thin as contact lenses. So you use the little tool to pick up the patch. They're kind of wet and goopy. You place it underneath your eyes, and they stay in place. And after about 30 minutes, they kind of dry up a little bit and you can just pull them off. You can also put the patches on your 11s, on your jowls, anywhere that you're like, ooh, I need to kind of make myself look a little better here. These things are so good. And I just find when I don't sleep well or something's upset me, I always wake up with puffiness here. Maybe it could be my age. Like the older I get, the puffier I get. And I think these are super, super helpful to just ease all of that. So in the Q&A video that I did with my husband, I answered some random questions first, and then I sat down with him and he answered your questions. And one of the questions I answered is one that I am constantly asked, and so I addressed it in detail. And because I did, I guess, and you all finally understood the difference, both of the items that I talked about made the best sellers list, and rightfully so, because they're both great. It's the two tank tops that I wear all the time. They're my favorites. So let me give you a super quick rundown of the difference in them. So if you need a tank top, you know exactly what to buy. This is an athletic tank top. This is what I wear to walk in to work out on the treadmill. Both of these tank tops have built-in bras and they're both fabulous. I'm a 32 double D and they hold me up. I don't have to wear a sports bra. I don't have to wear a regular bra. The built-in bra does the trick. But this one is absolutely an athletic tank. It is full length. It comes to my hip bones. It does have a racer back and the pads of the bra are removable. This tank is not an athletic tank. I mean, yes, I've worn it on a walk before, but if you're going to do like cardio or walking really fast, this is probably not my recommendation. This tank has ribbed material. This is regular clothing material. I wear this with linen pants and shorts and denim shorts. I wear it around the house. I wear it with workout shorts, but it's not necessarily my workout tank. This is just a great looking fitted tank that you can wear as clothing. They both made the best sellers list. They both come in a rainbow of colors. I have this tank in olive, purple, black, and red. And then I have this workout tank in red, pink, purple, black, white, tan, everything, because these are the two tanks I wear almost every single day for some reason. When I'm cleaning my house and when I went to my daughter's house to help her clean her new house, I took my glass cleaner. I shared this with you all several times. I don't know, not too often, and it made the best sellers list for like the past 3 months in a row. This is the best water spot remover for glass I have ever found, ever. So I clean our glass shower doors with this, and it is super simple to do. The trick is it can only be on your glass 30 seconds. So you don't do the whole glass door at one time. I work in sections. So I spray the glass door. I put this on a sponge. I rub it on. I spray it off. So I'm only rubbing for 30 seconds. I spray it off and then I move on to the next section. So I work in sections down the glass door. Everything is sprayed off. Then I take a microfiber towel and just wipe it off. You can use it on paint, glass, and metal, but 30 seconds is your limit. So that's why this stuff is so great, and it completely cleans our glass. Like our shower doors are spotless. Super, super, super good stuff, and a little bit goes a long way. You can see how much I've used, and I've done our glass doors a couple of times. My lighted vanity tabletop makeup mirror, y'all, this thing is fabulous. I know I could not put on my makeup without this. So it has touch, off and on. There are 3 color temperatures. You have, I believe this is a 9-inch square, I believe, but you have a regular mirror on one side and a 10 times magnification on the other side. The stand is really heavy, super high quality, doesn't tip over, and the stand is adjustable so you can raise and lower it anytime you need to. This just sits on my vanity table. And I also use it as a light. So when I sit down to put my makeup on, I turn it on. It's shining in the direction of my face. I look in my big mirror to do what I need to do. And then I will use the magnification side if I'm doing eyeliner or mascara or, need to pull an eyebrow or something like that. I have the oil rubbed bronze color. It comes in silver, gold, black, lots of options. But I'm so glad that you all have this because I just think this mirror is so good. So y'all have known me for a lot of years, right? And I'm not one to get super duper dressed up, but a lot of times there are occasions when I don't need to be in sandals. I need a little bit of a heel. The outfit calls for it, the occasion calls for it, and I have my favorite sandal, literally in 3 different colors. I actually own one other type of heel, but that's it. And this Cork wedge heel made the bestsellers list. So I have it in gold, in black, and also in a camel color. I had these black Cork wedges on for days, hours and days last week. They don't hurt my feet. They are super comfortable. They're 2 inches, but because it's a wedge heel, so comfortable to wear. They just fit me so perfectly. They have, ooh, this is dirty, but they have like grippies on the bottom so you don't slip around. Super comfortable shoes. They always make the bestsellers list every time I show them to you. And I guess I must have shown them to you a lot last month because they made this month's bestsellers list. But I love these because of the Cork wedge. I can wear them spring, summer, and fall. Not necessarily a winter shoe, depending on where you live, but sometimes rattan or decorative wedges look like spring or they look like summer. I love these so much and I will wear them until it starts to frost or get super cold outside. I wear them with anything, and this little pleated pants set, absolutely, I wear my gold. My pillow on my bed made the bestsellers list, and that is the one thing that makes me super happy because I want you to have a good night's sleep. I have a great night's sleep and I want you to have one too. My husband and I sleep on organic latex foam pillows, and I have 2 versions in my house simply because of the price difference. And in the video, if you want to hear the whole explanation and see the difference in the 2, I'll link that video below. But the pillow that I have in our master bedroom is the more expensive version, but it is so good. It's available in different firmnesses: soft, medium firm, and extra soft, I think. And if you are not familiar with latex foam, it is a natural fiber. It is organic. It comes in a cotton, like an organic covering on the pillow. It is breathable. It is hypoallergenic. It does not collect dust mites. It does not mold. And it is like sleeping on a cloud. Memory foam squishes in and like holds the squish. So latex will squish, but it pops right back up. Latex pillows are full of little holes, which you'll see in the video here. And seriously, it's like sleeping on a cloud. I love latex and I'm glad you have it in your home too. So let's talk about a couple things that are not on Amazon. They're from Quince and Loft, and I shared them with you. I absolutely love these things. And if you're thinking ahead to fall, which I'm assuming you all are because you bought these like crazy, you need to check out these items. So the first one is a satin bomber jacket. I got this at the Loft. I was out of town. It was early in the spring and I saw this on a mannequin and had to have it. They did not have my size. I came home and ordered it, and I actually ordered 2 sizes and sent back the one that didn't fit me right. So jackets are tough for me because I am petite. I feel like they can overtake me, or the arms can be really long and I just feel frumpy and dumpy in a jacket a lot of times. So I got the petite small. It sits just a little bit below my waist. The arms are not super big, but they do have a little bit of that balloon look there. Let me just put this on and show you. It is satin, so it is not super thick. I have worn this everywhere. Out of town, to a concert, in restaurants. When I go somewhere, I just pop it in my car because it's so easy to throw on. It only comes in one color. The color is super versatile. Just has the little collar here. See what I mean? Little balloon here, but it's easy to push up. It stays put, and it hits me basically right at the hip bone. I just think it is so classy, goes with everything. Loft just had their semi-annual or annual sale. I believe this is still in stock. It was yesterday when I checked. You can get it in petites and regular sizes. So apparently you all needed a jacket and saw me in this one and loved it because it definitely made the bestsellers list. But the next jacket It didn't make the best sellers list because I have never even shared it with you. But while we're talking about jackets, I just got this one in and it's going to be the same situation. It is going to go so fast. So this is a little, I'm calling it a ruffle bomber jacket, very similar to the satin. It just doesn't have the balloon on the sleeves, and I believe it only comes in this dark maroon color. See this little ruffle here on the collar? Same length, same fit, minus the balloon, and it only comes in this deep kind of Merlot, like a deep, almost purpley red. It is not lined, it's very thin, but so perfect for this time of year, on into fall. Put it over a sweater. It's definitely not a winter coat unless you happen to live in the South, but I'm always looking for a great jacket, one that's comfortable, one that fits me good, and these two definitely are it. And then the next little outfit is from Quince, and I shared it in a Quince haul. If you want to watch that whole video, you can hear all about this outfit because I went on and on and on, and I guess that's why you all loved it. But it is a French terry Henley top and matching crop pants. And crop pants just right above the ankle. But I love a French terry. I love a Henley. I love the raw edge on the sleeves and the bottom of the top. It is so easy to wear with the little collar, the V in the top. It is casual. It is cute. The pants have a drawstring. They just hit me right above the ankle. You can bet your booty I'm going to be wearing it with these sneakers. It only comes in 4 colors: black, navy, white, and red. And I told you all, this will sell out. It absolutely will sell out. And that's why you went ahead and bought it, and you can thank me later. But if you didn't get it, or if you want to go back and get it in another color, now is your chance. These colors will be gone, and I'm so glad I got it. I think I want to go back and get it in the red. Wouldn't that be just adorable? Or the navy with the gold sneakers, red with gold sneakers. I love that. So I'm going to go back and do it. I'm going to get another one for myself. And also from Quince, my silk pillowcases. If you're not sleeping on silk, what are you doing? It eliminates frizz in your hair. It doesn't get creases in your skin, so you don't wake up with that where you had a, pillowcase that folded over on you. These have a zippered closure. They are super high quality. I have them on my bed in 2 different colors, white and champagne, I believe it was called. They're so luxurious. So my daughter has the same silk pillowcases at home on her bed, and we all love them. They're fabulous. The price is so reasonable, better than silk pillowcases that you will find on Amazon, dare I say. So worth the money, and I'm glad you all loved them because I truly do. So those were the best sellers of the past 30 days. Everything that you all loved. I'm so thrilled to see that you love and enjoy the things that I share with you. And I want to thank you for shopping my links. They're listed below and underneath this video, so shop away. See you in the next one. Hello.
Hello, are you done?
No. It's okay. Come on in. I'll stop. You are distracting me. Carry on.